So there's a chapter in the book that talks about the old famous story of Layla and Majnun. And I think some people might be a little surprised to find that as a framework for the need to understand the significance of the Prophet. But the story is really well known that, of course, Majnun had fallen in love with Layla's beauty, and he had written these fantastic poems about her. So much so that the Khalifa of the time heard about these poems, and he fell in love with Layla and he wanted to see her. So he brought all the women from that village to his court, expecting one of them to be this woman of angelic beauty. And he looks, and they all look very ordinary to him. No one of them is like a huri, you know, no one of them looks like an angel. And so Layla steps forward, and she of course understands what he's thinking, and the Khalifa looks at her and says, "Are you Layla?" And she says, "I am Layla, but you are not Majnun. In order to see my beauty, in order to see the beauty of Layla, you have to look through the eyes of Majnun." And that story was very important to me, because I was thinking, why is it that so many people, including many Muslims, cannot see the beauty of the Prophet? People might read the Quran, they might read Hadith, they might read the books of Sirah, of the life of the Prophet, but why is it that they can't look through the eyes of Majnun to see the beauty of Layla? And so one of the decisions that I made in writing this book was, of course, you know, we had to include everything that we know from the Quran, everything that we know from Hadith, everything that we know from the Sirah, from the lives of the Prophet, but we couldn't stop there. We also had to look at the love tradition, the devotion tradition, the people whose hearts have been moved by the love of the Prophet, and their love, their devotion really then becomes the glance through which we see the beauty of the Prophet.